Let us begin this profound and revealing discovery about the 7 transformational processes of the soul, according to ancient alchemy. Contrary to any preconceived ideas or legends, alchemy is not just about transmuting metals into gold. In the true essence of this ancient and secret knowledge, it is about the purification and elevation of the soul, revealing its true inner light and transforming the human being into a state full of wisdom and love. Understanding these transformational processes is above all a path to self-knowledge and spiritual fulfillment. The first of the 7 processes is calcination. Imagine a work of art being sculpted from a raw block of marble. Calcination is the fire that burns our ego, our pretensions, and illusions. In this initial stage, it is necessary to face our deepest fears and delve into the darkness we resist accepting. It is a painful but essential process. Just as wood, when burned, turns into ashes, we free ourselves from everything that limits our true essence. At this point, great courage is needed to strip off our masks and confront our shadows. Dissolution is the second process. Here, imagine a stone being thrown into a calm lake, disturbing its quiet waters and creating waves. Dissolution invites us to dive into the waters of the soul, dissolving old behavior patterns and repressed emotions. In this process, it is common to face internal confusion and chaos, but it is through this dissolution that we find true clarity. Each repressed emotion, each forgotten memory, is faced head-on, without judgment, allowing them to dissolve and reveal the hidden truth of our essence. Next, we have separation. Think now of a perfumer distilling flower essences to create a pure and unparalleled fragrance. Separation is identifying and separating what is true and essential from what is useless and superficial in our lives. In this process, we gain discernment and clarity about who we really are and what we truly desire. It is not just about separating good from evil in our actions, but also understanding more broadly the impulses and tendencies of our soul. The fourth process is conjunction. This is a fascinating process where different elements come together to create something new and powerful, something that transcends the sum of its parts. Imagine a river meeting the sea and the vast ocean absorbing the river's waters. Conjunction is the union of the conscious with the unconscious, of the opposites within us, generating harmony and wholeness. It is when our inner light embraces our shadow, when love transcends hate, and we find inner balance and peace. Fermentation is the fifth process. Think of a good grape transforming into wine through the action of yeasts. In this stage, the soul begins to elevate, resurrecting into a new state of being. Here, intuition and spiritual connection become stronger and more evident. This process involves the entry of spiritual grace, a higher inspiration that comes from above. It is a metamorphosis where the dead soul, calcified by illusions and limitations, begins to flourish again as a new being, wiser and more enlightened. Continuing, we arrive at distillation. Now imagine a tear distilled to its purest essence. Distillation is the cultivation of spiritual and moral clarity. This process requires continuous refinement of the spirit, where earthly passions and desires are purified and channeled towards a higher purpose. Here, the mind, body, and spirit reach a new level of unity and purity. It is the process of elevating our consciousness, eliminating impurities until achieving a crystalline form of wisdom and discernment. Finally, the seventh and last process is coagulation. Think of what happens when a crystal, after being created from a saturated solution, becomes solid and iridescent. Coagulation represents the final materialization of all the alchemical work. It is the moment of understanding that the final state of our soul is the perfect union between spirit and matter, where we reach our true essence and become what we were always destined to be. It is the manifestation of full enlightenment, where we begin to live in a state of grace and harmony with the universe. Each of these 7 processes is essential for the complete transformation of the soul. Together, they form a path to self-knowledge and spiritual fulfillment. By understanding and applying these processes in our lives, we not only transform our own essence, but also positively influence the world around us. It is not an easy path, but a valuable and transformative one. The alchemical journey requires dedication, courage, and an unwavering pursuit of truth. I invite each of you to look within, identify where you are on this journey, and move forward, knowing that the light you seek already resides within you, just waiting to be revealed. I deeply thank each of you who followed this lesson. Always remember, true alchemy begins within each of us, and as we transform, we also transform the world around us. Peace and light to all of us.